Hey, it's Dan, and in this video I want to talk about how you need to stop worrying about failing and just start. So look, if you want to grow your wealth, your income and increase the amount of time off, then these are the shortcuts that can help. Welcome to the Wealth Creation Podcast. Hey everybody, it's Daniel Latto speaking. Hope you're well today. So we've been paddle surfing this morning, and one of the things that I realised is just how bad I am at paddle surfing. Yes, I can sit on it, I can even kneel on it. When I stand up, I fall in off it. I'm not very good at standing up on a paddle surf, and you know what? That's totally fine, because do you know how long I've been paddle surfing? 4 days, maybe 5 at a push. And I once went a couple of years ago and I had a lesson which I was able to stand up for a few more seconds than I am currently. But this is the thing, okay? You know, you might be starting out in business, you might be starting out in property, you might be starting out on a weight loss journey, you might be starting out in a relationship. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to be rubbish at it pretty much to begin with. Everybody's rubbish at everything, more or less, to begin with. You're rubbish at your relationships. In fact, I can guarantee that pretty much every single relationship you've ever had, you've failed at, like the previous one to the one that you're currently in, if you're in a relationship. Well, you must have failed, unless you're a polygamist and you're going out and having 18 different wives or whatever that is. People do that. But the first wife, they would have been bad at that relationship, and it takes time, and it takes practice, and it gets getting things wrong, and it takes learning, and it takes persistence and consistency and an open mind, and you know, the opportunity to try again and again and again. The first time you rode your bike, you fell off. The first time you tried paddle surfing, you fall off. The first time you try your business, you don't know what you don't know. Some of the stuff that you know right now in business is dreadful, okay? And obviously, it's the same with anybody. Whenever you're going out and trying to do something that's brand new for you, and it doesn't matter. The key, however, is that you've got to keep going. You've got to keep putting one foot in front of the other, because you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know it until you find out that you don't know it. It made sense to me, did that? You don't know what you don't know, but you'll find out what you don't know when you realise you don't know it, and then you learn you don't know it, and then you learn that you didn't know it, to know that you need to know it, and learn how to know it better than before. See, that made sense. So this is the thing. Got to keep going, one foot in front of the other. You know, you might be applying for jobs right now and you might be getting rejected, and that's called experience. You might be trying to sell a product for your startup business and you're failing right now. That is, again, what we call experience. Me falling off a paddle surf 18 times this morning, we call that experience. And some people will just give up at the first or the second or the third try. Chicken Soup for the Soul, if you know that book. I think they got rejected like 223 times. I'm making that number up, but it's a ridiculous number. They just got rejected again and again and again and again, and then the guys that took it on, and it became an international #1 bestseller around the world. It's just the way it goes, folks. There's no shortcuts here. There's no buy my 995 training course on how to paddle surf in a weekend. I always like Chris Howard. He would always say, you know, do you become a black belt at jiu-jitsu on a weekend of doing jiu-jitsu? No. Do you become a black belt when you've downloaded the lead magnet, 9 things you mustn't do if you're just starting jiu-jitsu? No. Do you become a black belt at jiu-jitsu listening to the podcast How to Become a Black Belt at Jiu-Jitsu? No. You become a black belt at jiu-jitsu by putting in the time and the effort and the failing and getting beaten up by brown belts and purple belts, I think they have in jiu-jitsu, and blue belts and everybody else who's above you and who's got more experience. And you know what? It's exactly the same in business. It's exactly the same in weight loss and in relationships. It's exactly the same when you're trying to paddle surf and be dreadful at it. And it's totally fine. The problem is that too many people are trying to get the end result immediately. And you don't get the end result immediately. You get the lessons first. And most people are trying to get the result first without learning the lessons. You don't get the result until you get the lessons.
And you learning and failing and falling in or falling through on the deals, that's you learning. We just had a really big deal fall through, you know, a big deal, 7-figure deal of revenue, and it fell through on a business that we were buying. And you know what? We're right at the start of our business buying journey, and that's the first one. It's no big deal. It's really easy to think, oh, we're no good at it, we're going to give up, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. But deep down, we know that's bullshit. Deep down, we know that we just have to keep going. You put one foot in front of the other. And people come out with these crazy sayings, like if you're wearing, you know, masks right now, because we have to wear face masks because of coronavirus. Oh, so we're going to wear face masks forever, are we? Who said that? I don't know anyone who said we're going to wear face masks forever, but we're going to wear them for now. So your first deal fell through. Oh, so that's it then. All deals will always fall through from here on in forevermore. Well, no, it's ridiculous. And you didn't get the girl that you were chasing after in the bar, so that's it, you're never going to get a girlfriend. Well, it's ridiculous. How ridiculous is it to say it out loud? That's not how this stuff works. This stuff works. You're meant to fail. You're not meant to get this right first time. You're supposed to get it wrong. You're supposed to fall in. You're supposed to lose a deal. You're supposed to have cheat days and just eat lots of yummy Maltesers and donuts and pizza and Coke. You're meant to fail. It's the persistence that will get you the results. Anyway, back home. Hope that's useful. We'll catch up with you on the next video. My name's Dan Latto. Give us a quick subscribe. I always forget to say that, but please hit subscribe and you'll be notified every time we launch a video. Hope that's useful. Let me know what you think in the box down below, and we'll speak to you soon. My name's Dan Latto. Take care.
Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please click like or subscribe to the entire podcast.